Alright, we are live. Today we're playing on the Yourland Minetest server. There we go. Okay. Hello, Benito and Jasper. How are you guys doing? Honestly, I have no plans for today. Let's see. Chat up again. Your opinion on Linux distros has completely changed, Jasper. Cool. What has changed your mind? Or what is your mind changed to? Okay. Window capturing. Alright, need my password as well. Alright. There we go. When it comes to practically using Linux as your main computer when you're not a hobbyist, everything that's not Debian based is useless. I don't know about that. I guess you really like Debian then? You wouldn't know since you don't like the Linux. Yeah, I mean, everyone always every Linux user becomes biased towards one distro. The software support difference between something like Fedora and Debian-based distro is crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much every Linux user always becomes a fanboy of one of the distros, it seems like. And, they go hard for that distro. And every other distro is trash in comparison. They're like, oh my god, this distro's the best. I don't know, it seems to always happen. Understandable, I guess. You find what you like, and you think everyone should also, you know, it seems to work the best. But the software support for Debian is pretty good. Yeah. Generally, everything is kind of. Generally, everyone kind of makes stuff for Debian. I mean, software support wise, Arch is pretty great as well if you're using the AUR. If you were to switch, probably be Linux Mint or Zorin. Yeah, Zorin's a weird one. I used that for a little while, but they just try to be Windows and they have their paid model, which is kind of strange. If you're a hobbyist, it doesn't really matter. If something doesn't work, they'll just compile from source. But for a normal user, they aren't gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, Debian's pretty great. Most people use Debian. I think Ubuntu's probably, or something Debian based like Ubuntu's super popular. Um, it's a good distro. I mean, Debian-based distros are just the most popular. So software support is generally for Debian-based. But sounds like you're liking Debian so far then. That's good. More so if the software doesn't work perfect out of the box, it's annoying for any practical user, while hobbies will probably have fun doing all the workarounds required. I mean, you keep going on about workarounds, but like NixOS obviously is going to have workarounds because it's very different. But generally, most distros, I don't know where you're seeing all these workarounds. Most software works the same. You don't really have to do workarounds for most software on most distros. Let's see, how do I want to do this roof? Compiling from source takes steps to do, which your correct normal user. Yeah. I mean, most distros you don't have to compile from source. Fedora is honestly a bit frustrating to use because a lot of stuff doesn't work out of the box. Okay. I mean, I'll take your word for it, I guess. I mean, maybe my perception has been so warped that workarounds don't even seem like workarounds to me anymore. It's like, oh, this is just like the way you do things. Because I don't think I've really used any Debian-based distros in a pretty long time. I mean, recently I downloaded Debian on a server on a computer. That I was gonna set up a library server on, which I never got around to finishing doing. Because it didn't work the first try. Because they're switching the library software that I was trying out. They're switching between versions, and they're switching their encryption protocols and some, so it's not working great for that. Which whatever. But how about I do the roofs here? These houses. Just go straight into that block type, which I don't know. What was I saying? Something about Debian distro. Right, I downloaded Debian on the server recently, but that's like the only Debian I've used for probably a couple of years at this point. Which OS am I on? I'm on NixOS, which is a Linux distro. It's pretty cool. I liked NixOS a lot, but you do kind of like if you use NixOS, you do have to accept the fact that stuff works quite a bit differently from standard Linux, which can be sometimes challenging. And also, hello, Nikolay. How are you doing? Debian itself is old. Ubuntu is too corporate and bloated. You had an unimaginable amount of problems with pop. It wasn't the first hour you used, and Linux Mint is a functioning OS. I hate to say I like Linux Mint the most because I sound like a noob that can't use a harder distro. No, I mean, it's understandable. Mint is a good distro. You know. And like using Debian-based distros is not like strictly for noobs. A lot of like hardcore Linux users really love Debian-based distros because they're pretty stable. They usually work. They have good support. You know. I wouldn't feel bad about going to Mint. You're an IT professional. I've used Mint for about 15 years just because I do almost nothing to keep it functional. Exactly. Mint's a great distro. Lots of people love it. Most, Debian-based distros are just so stable. They're not very good. Guess you've created this stigma around Linux Mint. Well, other people don't feel that way. No, there is that stigma. The stigma does exist. I just don't fall into, you know, the the category of people that judge distros like that. But no, like Linux Mint is the distro that everyone recommends to new users. And because it's such a good distro for new users, um, that it has the reputation for being for newbies. But it doesn't really matter. Every Generally every Linux distro works just about the same way. The main difference is like you have a different package manager. That's like honestly the only difference between Linux distros is which package manager do you like the most when you get down to it. Other than like weird distros like if you want to use a distro that doesn't have systemd, if you want to use a very non-standard distro like GUIX or NixOS, or uh, stuff like that. No, this is a tool, and people are completely fine to choose the right tool for them. Yeah, no, you got to find whatever distro works best for you, um, and just go with that. All right, timmed. The trim thing I can't cut into pieces like I can here. It's a functionality that works so well that a new user could use it. Yeah, no, lots of people love it. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been a mistake recommending Fedora to you because, yeah, I should have just told you to use NixOS. Or, no, sorry, I should have just said to use Mint right away. Yes. Hello, Julie the Furball. How are you doing? Just got back from a cat cafe. Oh, awesome. How was that? And someone attacked you in an air fight. An art fight. Nice. I think you were waiting for that to happen, so hopefully that's going well. Fedora's probably for more advanced users. Fedora's kind of for like medium users. It works pretty well. Maybe a bit more advanced, but generally it's you know kind of standard. What was all right? I know what I'm gonna do. But I think the packages are slightly more up to date on Fedora. I wouldn't have hated Linux so much if we started with Mint. Oh fuck! I'm sorry, man. You don't like that saying because software not working doesn't sound more advanced, sounds less functional. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is the way you set it up is more. I don't know. I haven't really used Fedora. Is the thing. I just heard good things about it, and it sounded like the good things I'd heard about Fedora sounded like the type of things you were looking for in a distro, but I hadn't actually used it myself. So I'm gonna make these. Um, because like I mean, NixOS is pretty functional, but hard to set up. Mint is a bit bloated though. It comes with a crap ton of software pre-installed, a lot of which you don't think you use. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could just get comfortable with Mint. right? And then if you want to go for something more minimal, um, then you can go for that. And pick and choose exactly what software you want to use. Because I mean that's part of the reason. I mean that's like a big reason for why I like minimal distros is because I can pick and choose exactly what I want. You know, I don't have to like I don't have to think about it. About having stuff on my system that I don't want or need. I just go ahead and pick right away. This is what I want. This is how I'm gonna set the everything up. There's no weird default settings that I don't know because I set everything myself. Is the reason for swinging Linux because Windows recall feature scannel? Oh yeah, you hate MintOS. It came with Java pre-installed but not VLC. Sound fun, but you haven't switched over yet. Might at some point in the future. Oh, this is not a very serious recommendation, but something you might want to look into. There's another Linux distro. Um, Benito saying recall reminded me of it. There is a Chinese Linux distro called Deepin. Um, so Deepin is I don't know if it's made by the Chinese government or anything like that, but Deepin is an interesting distro, and they announced they're gonna make a AI copilot for their distro. Now Deepin does have quite a bit of telemetry. Kind of people know about it because the code is open, but there is quite a bit of telemetry on it, and so pretty likely a Chinese government's or whoever makes it is kind of spying on you. I think there is a fork of Deepin that removes all of that. I don't know what it's called though, but Deepin honestly, it looks really nice. They have a really good desktop environment, a really cool looking desktop environment. It looks like a really sweet distro, other than the fact that it's kind of price spies on you. I think people use the word bloat too easily. Mint comes with software for different needs, so people can immediately start working. It would be bloat if they had multiple programs that do the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I just use the word bloat for anything I don't use, I guess. So if there's any feature or any which is way too specific of a word for bloat. Maybe there's a better word for that, because bloat really would be software that, as you said, there's already a different way to do it, or software that is just kind of useless, and you're like, why is this even here? Um, so that is fair. The way I use bloat is just I don't use this, so for my use case, this is bloat, right? But yeah, people, me included, definitely probably overuse the word. It's true. The software is good, not really bloated. Yeah. No, I mean they kind of just they try to set it up in a way that generally everyone's gonna be able to use it. It's gonna have all the basic software that everyone wants on there. As general purpose OS, it's fine with to come with general purpose software. Yeah, exactly. It's not bloated, but a little bit bulky. That just means you have to install less software yourself, which is a good thing. Some software is good and some is bad, and it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. Yeah. No, I mean, my definition of bloated, or what I consider bloat, is way too strict. Um, Vario 0010 went crazy on the bell. Yeah, kind of. What is this? What were you doing there? Did you try to house? What is this? What is this? The text is like grayed out. Voice, I'm pretty sure is like the enemy in the on this server, like the bad guy. What is this? Okay, so it is showing to everyone. You cannot tell because you do not know because you forgot. Stop the real. Say your orders. Long channel bloat. It could be way smaller. Let's recompile myself. This is an exaggerated version of you. Yeah. Honestly, I do kind of. I do kind of want to go to. I sort of want to try FreeBSD or one of the BSD distros. Um, just because BSD isn't like a monolithic kernel, and you can remove and kind of tweak the kernel a bit more with BSD, as I think. So I could remove all the parts I don't want, which would be fun. Maybe. Someone's stealthy right in the server. Yeah, well, it's like the bad guys. It's my voice keep running wide. I can't hear you say. Damn. Yeah, I can only really read what it says when I don't have this. Now your orders to report. Okay, hold on. I can do this and I can read it. Please turn that door. Did you see me do that? Very good. Go watch that door now. I have no clue what it's talking about. People have different needs. No OS can make an ISO for every need, so general purpose OS has to do its best to include software with the most commonly used tasks. Yeah. No, I mean, for general purpose use, there's gonna be what I consider bloat no matter what, which is good for general use case, And that's probably why, as you mentioned, my definition of bloat has gone way too far. And has become too niche. Because, like with my definition, I guess, it's purely like a case-by-case basis of what is bloat and what is not bloat. Because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like just having a completely minimal install, and choosing exactly what I want to go on it. And I've pretty much purely used minimal distros since for like 4 years now. So like having a bunch of stuff pre-installed just feels weird to me. It's kind of to that point. Pro script, yeah. If I want to have some fun, I might install other distros, but if I want to get real work done, I don't see any distro could do better. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah. I like NixOS, but it is hard to use sometimes. I mean the main thing I like about NixOS is I can just write config files, and then put that config file on all my computers because I have too many, and then all my computers just work the same. I just like that. The portability and the reproducibility of NixOS is why I like it and why I don't see myself switching to a different distro for a pretty long time. And like the only distro I can see myself switching to right now is Geeks or Guix, the proper pronunciation. Or no, Geeks is the proper pronunciation. I like to call it Guix. Because it's kind of, it's a GNU project, but it was based off of, or inspired by NixOS. Unless it does better, why switch, you know? Like NeoFetch, Arch logo, cool, sure. But how does that make me a better programmer, lol? I mean, the appeal for Arch is, you know, essentially the Arch package manager and the bare metal distro. You know, you have to do everything yourself. So you have, you know, you do everything yourself. You learn more about Linux that way, I guess. You know, that's an appeal as well. And then the Arch package manager, everything's pretty up to date, and you're getting like bleeding edge everything as it comes out. I don't care too much about that either. Um, you know, it's all about your preference, really. What do I need? Then I need, oh, any more wood. Hopefully the trees have grown again that I planted. There's a spruce. Wait, what? I planted a spruce tree like over here, didn't I? Did it not grow? What happened to my spruce trees that I planted? Do they... Oh wait, is that spruce tree? It looks a lot different. That is what? Huh? I planted... What the heck? What the heck? How did a poplar tree grow when I planted a spruce tree? How did this happen? Kali Linux is Debian based? It is, yeah. Most distros are Debian based, generally. Even Deepin OS is Debian based. I think most of the like government distros, finally, like Red Star OS, the North Korean one, that one's also Debian based. Oh, what's the one that the Russian one called? It's like Stargate? No, that's wrong. That's something else completely. Oop, that's the wrong block. Oh, what's the Russian one called? Damn, I'm blanking on it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's also Debian based. You know, I mean, most distros are Debian based. The ones on top of the head look like spruce trees. Yeah. Oh yeah, right there. What the heck? How did I miss that? I completely glossed over those. Those are probably the trees that I planted. Yeah. Okay. That is what I was looking for, but my inventory's full. Well, I can these two spots. Stuff like that is what you mean? Hmm? Stuff like what? Oh wait, I forgot. I can do. There we go. Okay, it feels like this is just mining leaves. Oh, right, probably, one of your messages got not shown. Stuff like that. No, I think it just didn't get shown, Jasper. What the heck is up with that cow? There we go. Looks like I'm dying, taking damage. Yeah, it's because I don't have enough food. I haven't eaten enough. Just also used the way. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to pick all these up. Give me a lot of wood. My goodness. Alright. Let's see. Oh. I should have come with a more clear inventory. Let's go. You can download the CUDA toolkit for Linux Mint. You can own Fedora because software support. Okay. It's a bit annoying that I have to click on the blocks to pick them up. It's also nighttime again. You couldn't say no one cares about Fedora? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'd heard lots of good things about Fedora, but, you know, it's best not to just blindly trust what you hear on the internet, I guess. I mean, I've been meaning to try out Fedora for a while, but now I don't think I will. I definitely need to clear my inventory. You know, you're always... You know I'm bad at managing my inventory. I'm horrible at managing in-game inventories. I don't know what it is. I'm just really bad at that type of stuff. What is the difference between sudo apt install stuff and sudo apt get install stuff? Sudo apt get is the older command. I don't know how long ago they changed it, but they so you can use both. They both do the same thing. Sudo apt get install and sudo apt install is the same command. But they changed it. They're, kind of, I guess, in the in-between phase. It used to only be sudo apt get install, but they realized it's way easier to just say sudo apt install, so they've, I don't know how recently they did that, but, so, they changed it to sudo apt install, but they kept sudo apt get installed just for the people that used to use apt get. So people don't get confused during the change. I was very long-winded there. Nobara is a one-man Fedora-based distro that is made earlier. I think that is that what it's called? Nobara. That's the immutable distro, isn't it? Well, I mean, I guess there's Silverblue as well, but Nobara was like one of the earlier immutable distros that came around. I don't know. Immutable distros sound pretty pretty safe for beginners as well. Apt is more evolved, more user-friendly, yeah, pretty much. If you want to search for available software, you have to do apt cache, search something. Now we're going to do apt search something. Do you use just like the apt search command ever? Because whenever I look for packages, I always look in a browser for uh, for package searches. It seems like searching packages in the browser goes faster, and you know, it's easier to. Usually, they have the descriptions and all that on the browser version of the searches, whereas the terminal version, like if you do apt search, it seems like the results aren't as detailed. All right, yeah, let's organize a little bit. Put all the wood. It's faster in the terminal, and the short description is generally fine for me. Really? Hold on, let me. Next env search. I don't know what the command for this is. I've always just looked at the browser. Okay, so it's just Nix search in the terminal, I guess. Oh man, this documentation sucks. I know in the Geeks documentations it says that it's better to just use the browser because their Geeks search command is kind of slow. I don't know, maybe it's just a Nix thing where it's easier to just look in the website. Yeah, it might be just be a Nix thing. I should search Python. I should learn Python? Eh, I don't feel like it. You also use grep to filter the search results if you get too many. Without grep, okay. App search Minetest, yeah. Okay. Maybe it's a Nix thing. And a Geeks thing. I mean, I've been using Nix for like probably like 2 years at this point. And I haven't, like, I tried Alpine Linux for a little bit. I didn't really like it. I don't know, using Musel is cool, but, you know, it's easier to just use GNU utils. Documentation sucks. Yeah, no. Nix documentation. Oh, it is the one thing I really do not like about Nix is that fucking documentation. It is. Oh, it's so bad. I I went from like Arch to Nix. Oh, dude, the Arch wiki is the fucking best thing out there. It's so good, and oh, comparing the Arch wiki to Nix, oh, it's so bad. I'm used to the Arch wiki. The Arch wiki is so good. And you know, going to any distro. Honestly, the Arch wiki spoiled me. Going to any distro after going to any distro's wiki after the Arch wiki is just a downgrade. The Arch wiki, I don't know what they did, how they managed it. The Arch wiki, dog, is so good. Even if you don't use Arch, I recommend using the Arch wiki. And they have like every program. They have Arch wiki is the best. Fucking whoever makes the Arch wiki happen, incredible. I love them. Dude, Arch wiki. Oh. Honestly, just for the Arch wiki, I feel like I should switch back to Arch. No, I don't like Arch. It's not worth it. I like XOS. Only the documentation were better. Like hear me out, or you install Mint or a similar distro on a VM, you install VS Code and learn Python for one stream, either with you or in VC or just in chat to help out. Yeah, but why? Why would I want to learn Python? Like the basics is easy. I could learn the basics of Python in like 10 minutes probably. Or that's an exaggeration, but sure, I could learn the basics of Python in one stream. Sure, but I'm not going to use it after that. It's the best thing ever. Sure, maybe. But I don't really have a use case for coding. They try to make the explanation and documentation as detailed as possible. Dude, yeah. In the Arch distro wiki, yeah. So good. I love it. But I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. What was I talking about? Yeah, Python, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The trouble with coding is that I always like learn the basics of coding, right? Like any language that I try to learn, Rust, C, Lua, fucking what else have I learned? I've tried learning quite a few languages. Um, right? And I always get the basics down. You know, I know how to do if statements, loops, and setting variables, all the basic shit. Make a little program, make probably at the very least a little to-do app or something like that. I do that, and I'm like, all right, cool. I've learned the language. What am I gonna do with it now? Nothing. I have no motivation to code anything. And at that point, I just kind of quit. So like I've gone through the process of learning the basics of so many languages, even Python. I have learned Python before, like years ago. Just the basics. Um, I say so many, but it's not really that many. Quite a few. And I get to the point of making like a little app, and then it's like I don't know what to do with this. I was talking about the Arch Linux wiki. Oh, whoever makes the Arch Linux wiki, I love them. They're so good. The Arch Linux wiki. They're the best. Oh my god. Honestly, Arch Linux wiki. If any of you have not, if you use Linux, check out the Arch Linux wiki for anything that you want to know about Linux. Pretty much, they have everything on there. It's a godsend. It's the best fucking wiki I've ever seen. It's so good. Check it out if you use Linux. You know, if there's any program you want to know. Well, actually, I don't know about that. Any program. The programs I use, ArchWiki has stuff about because I use very niche programs that are like, you know, terminal based a lot. And ArchWiki, of course, has stuff about that. But I don't know. Every program probably does. But, oh, so good. Check it out for sure. I could learn Lua to do mods for Minetest. Yeah, I mean, I have tried to make mods for Minetest. And I do want to maybe at some point make a game for Minetest, but I don't know. It takes so much time, and I don't really have enough motivation. Very simple, help you code Discord bot. I don't like Discord. I don't like talking with people. The motivation, you know, motivation's really the main issue. Like, I can think of stuff, maybe I'd want to code a game or something like that, but the motivation just really is not there. You don't have to, you just have to write code. Yeah, but like, if I'm working on something I'm not really gonna want to use anyway, like, what's the point? Zorba used the kill me command? Oh, did he? / kill me. Oof. What happened, Zorbit? Are you okay? Let's keep working on this build. Alright. Let's grab these, and I'll make a couple more of these. Let's get like 50. 40, and I'm joking, you just need help because you've taken on a lot. It's just a lot to code for one man show, like I'm coding right now. Yeah, I mean, coding projects take a lot of time. That's why I don't do them. That's why I don't do them. I just leech off of other people who've coded for me. Essentially. You know, I do feel sometimes slightly guilty. I feel like I need to contribute back some way. Oh well. That's really tiny. You made it that. Huh? I might have missed a chat from you, Nikolai. As a programmer, fuck no, you don't. You don't have to contribute a thing. Alright, that's maybe an L take. No, I mean, I have the means to. I've been saying for a while now that I'm gonna donate, at the very least, you know, do some donating to, like, I don't know about donating to NixOS right now because they have all that controversy going on, but you know, to like all the software I use. I'm planning to do this. I haven't. Maybe if I say it publicly, I'll be forced to do it, which might be a good thing. But I've been planning to like look at, you know, how much Microsoft Windows costs, and then donate however much that costs to Linux. I guess the Linux Foundation, maybe? Which, I don't know. Linux Foundation, all the board members are from Microsoft, which I don't like. Or they're from, like, big tech companies. Um, and then, look at Photoshop and then donate, kind of an equivalent amount to GIMP, and then do the same thing for OBS and, so on and so forth. I'm thinking about doing that for a very long time now, and have procrastinated that for a very long time as well. Because I mean, I don't have, I have the money, I have enough money saved up, and to at least not feel like I'm just profiting. I mean, not really profiting, but just using this software without, put my money where my mouth is, kind of thing. Nikolai Meaden's the mod he made for Skyblock. Okay, that's pretty cool. Did I miss a previous chat message from Nikolai? There was your thing about learning Lua, and then the next comment after that, it's really tiny, and you made that block for a Skyblock server. So, I don't know. Search for wet mud in the content tab in Minetest. Alright, I'm gonna look it up in the browser because I don't want to log off the server, because then if I leave, it's gonna put a server message in there, and then I join back right afterwards, it's gonna put another server message, and then people are gonna be like, oh, why do you leave and join back again? I don't know. I'm probably worrying too much about that. But oh well, I don't care. I'm probably way over worrying about that. But alright, let's look it up. Wet mud. Wet mud. Hydrates farmland without using water directly. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a pretty small mod then. We could look the... Yeah, looks... Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I made like a little... Like for practice, I made a little... Oh, fuck. I made like a little Obsidian Tools mod. That just makes it so that you could, make tools out of Obsidian. It was for Mineclone. I need to repair this. So, I mean, I did make a little mod, like, but that was very easy to make. You just have to, like, register the recipe, make a little pixel art, which I just took the pixel art for the diamond pickaxe, and then, recolored it. That's such a dumb thing to worry about. Normally that just means you got disconnected and you're just going back. A very normal thing. Dude, what? No. But then they'll think I have shitty internet. I can't have that. Holy crap, you've been coding blackjack for your Discord bot, and right now I started by making a terminal-based version. I think everything's working properly, so you can start working on the Discord implementation. Nice. The admins didn't add water on that server because it could be used to grief other players' islands, so you came up with the wet mud idea to allow making farms without water. Nice, that's a good idea. Honestly, griefing is such a weird thing. Like, why? Like, why? Why do people do that? So confused. I mean, I guess I just don't really play multiplayer much. Like, this is kind of my first time playing multiplayer in a very long time. Consistently. Like, I mean, I've played, like, Xonotic, sort of recently, like, in this last year, I guess, but, generally, I just do not play multiplayer stuff. And a lot of times, the stuff that people complain about in that people that are issues in multiplayer, I'm like, what the fuck? Why? like griefing. Like why? Why would you do that? It's I guess people are just not nice. I guess so they grief your house. I don't know, man. Like this has been at least 5 hours of really hearing work, not just ChatGPT, so I'm pretty tired. Spur won't start on that tonight. Okay. They grieve for kicks and are sometimes jealous of other people's creations. Okay. Bro, I mean, I guess that's understandable. Being jealous. I mean, dude, have you seen the fucking things that people build on this server? So fucking good. I'm jealous of people's incredible skill on this server. Um, I don't know if I'd go to the point of griefing, but crazy, bro. You know, people are so fucking talented. It's insane. Or for a competitive advantage? Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, most are. I mean, I don't know, most multiplayers. Maybe I'm playing on the wrong type of server here, but it doesn't really seem like there's gonna be much competitive. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I guess that's understandable. You know, you're trying to, if you're being pretty competitive, you want to do everything you can to get that edge. I mean, that's pretty much why I stopped trying to play competitive games. You just check that's 41 lines of code with some empty lines too, and it's mostly registering recipes. Just made a texture for that. Not much. Solved the problem. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You found a problem and found a fix for it. It's good. Pretty cool. Yeah, like my little sister, she plays Roblox. And you know, she apparently the way she plays, I just don't the way, you know, not just Roblox, the way she plays games, I just don't understand. You know, we play Magic together, Magic the Gathering together, and most of the like decks she wants to build are the most are you know she makes decks that are as annoying as possible, I guess, or tries to make decks that are like annoying, not fun to play against. And in Roblox, she like annoys the other players. I'm like, what the why? Why are you doing this? I don't understand. And so, yeah, I guess it's the same thing with you know, just people in general playing video games. It's for some reason they just like enjoy that, I guess. That type of stuff. Just, you know, not really, I don't know, playing in a fun interactive way. They like to just annoy people. I mean, I guess if it's fun for you, that's cool. Is the Magic Gathering with physical cards or digital? Sadly, it is with physical cards. Honestly, it is way too much money. At this point, especially, yeah, Magic is too expensive. I mean, she's, I played Magic as, during my child, pretty much all throughout my teenage years, probably. And spent way too much money on it. I have a lot of cards. So I don't really play anymore. I haven't really played for the last couple of years much, and haven't really bought many new cards. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like we should just proxy all the cards, not buy them, just, print out copies of the card, make fake cards. And maybe that would be better. Especially since I only play with my family nowadays. I don't play with anyone else. I don't go to card shops to play or anything. I only play with my family. Usually on Saturdays we play in the morning. And that's pretty much all the Magic I play. So I feel like we could just proxy. And we'd have a good time, but I don't know. There's an unbeatable strategy that works in every game. Be so annoying that your opponent rage quits. Also, cyberbullying is fun, so you totally get it. Okay, I still don't get it. The point of playing games isn't to win. Like, games are, the point is to have fun. You think it is, Jasper? No, the point is to have fun. Cyberbullying is so fun. Bro, what? Wow. That is literally the most sad thing you've ever said. I'm sorry, man, but that's that's just sad. You wouldn't get it? I guess not. I mean, I'm okay with not getting that. Hmm. Games are fun, but they're also about winning, not just having fun. Well, yeah. No, I mean, I get that they are about winning. But if you're not having fun, like the number one thing in games is having fun. The number two thing is winning. If you're not having fun when you're playing a game, then there's no point in playing a game. Unless your opponent cyberbullies you back. Okay, I mean, if you're on equal grounds, then sure. Saying in games, not like saying mean stuff. I mean, like being super annoying or being super good in a video game to the point of making someone else rage quiz and unmatched experience. Being super good, I can understand. Being annoying, not as much. My point is just, if you're not having fun, then playing a game is pointless. Games are the civilized form of combat where people throw their skills to overcome their opponents. Yeah. Josh Troll. Hello again. Hello, Josh. Nuclear wet mod. Wet mud mod helps water disappearing problem in single player world. Lots, with lots of mods. Awesome. Yeah, even just a simple mod that you made, Nikolai, you know, can be lots of help to people. And it's pretty cool. Whoa! Hello, fellow. Now, I mean, my opinion for, like, games just kind of being the main thing being that it's fun to play is just because I know I used to kind of think winning was the main reason to play, right? I played tons of football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. Um, and I played very competitively. And I was in it to win it. And at first, it was lots of fun. I played a bunch, played to win, and I was doing well. But as soon as I stopped not winning, I didn't have any fun. Because my main goal had just been to win. And that's kind of when I realized if I'm not winning, I'm not having fun. And I didn't really have much of an option because I played for the team I played on was pretty bad. So you know, and same with video games I've just never been good at. And whenever I didn't play well, I just kind of realized I'm not, it's kind of toxic. I'm not playing well. I'm still playing anyway because I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But I've kind of come to accept I'm not all that great. You know, my my building skills are mediocre. Um, my skill in an FPS shooter is also kind of mediocre. And that's okay. As long as I'm having fun, I can still enjoy whatever I'm playing and have a good time. And that's really what matters. At the end of the day, the reason I'm playing video games is to come home after work and have a nice time. Have a nice relaxing time. I don't really care too much if I'm winning or anything like that. Winning is nice. Playing, building a really cool building is nice. But who cares? So what is the house I'm building for? Well, this house is gonna be like, I guess, my bedroom. I'll put a bed like right here or something. This is gonna be like the actual house, whereas all the other stuff is gonna be like utilities kind of thing. This is my storage area. I was gonna put an infinite water source in the furnace here, so I could make my salt. This was gonna be my salt room. But there's issues because the snow melts or turns my water into ice. So I'll have to think of a different purpose for this room. And yeah, the house I'm building right now is just gonna be a house, the living place, even though, sleeping on the server doesn't really matter because, it's a server, multiplayer. Dealer hand, 469, dealer total, 29. Huh. Why does all your player code work, but not your dealer code? Never mind, you know what? Let me ask you this. Do I fix the problem right away? Do I fix the problem the right way? or throw a band-aid on it that I'll probably never have to fix again. Bro. I, I know what I would do. Um, jank all the way, my man. Almost probably 75% of my solutions are jank. That is not a good. That is not a good way to go about things. It is a way to go about things that it works okay, but if you want it to be because this is for a Discord bot, right? You want it to be running on people's servers and on lots of things. If it's just for yourself, jank is fine, man. But if you're doing it for other things, people are gonna complain. They're gonna send you fucking messages, and you're gonna have to interact with people. Sounds terrible. So I'd recommend doing it the right way. If you know how to fix it, probably do that. It's more satisfying. That as well. Satisfaction is a plus. Not to be honest, the right way is a hellish one-liner. The band-aid is way more readable. Plus, you like it more. You're clearly a programmer? I don't know about that. Yeah, I didn't repair the shovel. There we go. Nah, it's boss for yourself, man, so I don't really care. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's just for yourself, then, the jank the jank piles up, honestly. I use so many janky solutions that sometimes I really wonder how some stuff even runs at all. Sometimes you just gotta go for the janky solution, but watch out. It's a slippery slope. And at some point you realize, damn, every single solution is just jank. It's literally not even jank, to be honest. It's honestly the best way I could have fixed it, to be honest. I just felt something in the moment. Okay. Alright, we got a bit of a roof going. Okay. That looks okay. I think I need some upside down stairs going like this. This. There we go. See how that looks. Well, that's good. If it's something tricky, leave a comment for your future self when you could do something nicer. That's true. That's also a good way to do things. Comments. Dude, all my configs are pretty unreadable. Sometimes, sometimes I'll look back on, like I'll go to edit my configs, and I'll look at them and be like, what the fuck is this? There are so little comments in a lot of these configs. And I'll look at them and I'm like, why did I do it? What does this mean? What does this do? I have no clue. I'm so bad about putting comments on shit. Yeah, do comments. It's so good. My code is unread. My configs are unreadable. I'm, you know, lots of people put their configs on like GitHub or GitLab or whatever. I I can't. No. I refuse to put them on anything public because they are so unreadable and I'm embarrassed about my configs. Put comments for the love of God. Do not do not be like me. I think there are a lot of going on. Understand everything well. One of your coding philosophies is that if it needs a comment, it needs to be refactored. Bro, are you saying my entire config needs to be refactored? The only exception is if tricky slash less readable way is required due to speed constraints or something. I guess. Comments shouldn't explain what the code does, but why something is done a certain way. Or what it was supposed to accomplish, yeah. No, I mean, when I do put comments, it's something like basic, like, oh, this is, you know, I did it this way because of this. Um, Generally, like usually when I put a comment, it's like, um, why I changed the default more than why something exists, I guess. Damn, I gotta go to the bathroom again. What the fuck? Alright, I'll be right back. Just a sec. Alright, we're back. Uh, it's just true. The best comments are the number of hours wasted on this bug 420. Sorry for running this code. I have no clue what the fuck is going on, but it works. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it'd be like that. Like there are like a couple of lines in my config files that I'm just like, this was in the defaults. I have no clue what this does. But if I remove it, the program doesn't work anymore. So I'm keeping it in there, but honestly, no clue why, what it does, or anything. Um, so, you know, I have a comment for that where it's like, don't delete this. The program doesn't work without it. I don't know why. Like, I think in one of them, it was even just like a, something I had copy and pasted off of someone else's config files. And, like it was a fix for something. And I'm like, I don't know how this what this does, but it's in there. It fixed it. I don't know how or why. So, cool. It's just there. But yeah, I don't know. Figuring out what to comment and what not to comment is sometimes also tricky because generally I leave everything. I used to just leave completely everything uncommented. Didn't have any comments at all. But then when I like went at some point I like gone back to my configs and I was like, what does this stuff actually do? And I was like, I was looking back and I was like, what the fuck? This doesn't do it. What? I had no clue, and then I didn't know how to rewrite my configs to edit them at all. There needs to be one block further back. How does that look? That looks a bit better. Now let's also see if I can do these brick walls. Maybe? Oh wait, no, not on this side. Do that afterwards. My hand, 2 ace, 3, 5 queen, real value 21. My program, my output value 31. What the hell? Yeah, that's strange. I don't know what could possibly be going on there, man. Out of walls. Oh, you get it? Oh, you found what's wrong? That's good. Gonna be annoying to fix, probably. That is always the case. Everything seemingly always just so annoying to fix. What am I doing? this. Hmm. Yeah, I mean the roof looks good. I think with the walls going all the way, that'll look nice. I don't know. I kind of like it. Everything's just kind of a mishmash. Different colors, different styles. I mean, the roofs kind of all look the same, which I don't know. What other kinds of builds could I do for this? What is that? Hmm. Hmm? What do I just do? I don't know. You can dictionary to store key value pairs with the name of the cards. Value you can sum with values based on keys. Be okay. Shouldn't be 31 if you add two ace, 3, 5, queen together. A queen would be what? I don't even know the value of cards. I don't. Queen would be in the tens, right? 10 plus 5 plus 3 is 18 plus 2 is 20 plus ace is 1, 21. It is queen right on 10. This is true. I could store all that data in a dictionary, but then I have a whole table and stuff. I think the way I have now is better. I take the card if ace, then if current value is greater than 21, then let's see, ace is equal to 1. If jack, king, queen, value equal to 10, else value equal end card. Ace could be 1 or 11. Oh. Oh, that's true. Might be because of that. Alright, well. Let's see. What else? I mean, I need to make the rest of those walls, I guess. But after that, what to do? Hmm.